Hello, viewers out there. You're welcome to Sports Orbit, compliments of the season to our esteemed viewers. My name is Afa Cho Salif Usman. Is right here in the studio. Mr. Salifu, welcome to the episode of the program.
Thank you, Alpha. It's almost a pleasure. Compliment of the season.
Yeah, all right. We'll begin straight from the home front where the NPFL season, as it stands currently, the draws are ongoing for the Abridged League of the NPFL, with a date slated for January 8th has been set aside as the date that the league will officially kick off. The IMC in a statement yesterday said the draws will usher in the new season, which will be glamorous as it is integral to its strategic plans to add value to the NPFL and attract more followership and corporate sponsorship. According to IMC chairman Benga Elegbe Leye, at the heart of the plans is the invitation of former international and NPFL players to the event. They said the IMC secured the approval of the NFF to hold the draw for an abridged format of the season through a memo to the club. So, all things being equal, currently as we speak, draws already ongoing. All things being equal, January 8th, that's roughly how many days from now, the league should kick off officially.
Yeah, thank you, Alpha. Just like say, they say it's better late than never.
Mm.
We have been patiently waiting for the leagues to start, but because of certain issues, we have not been able to kickstart. Why the other crime in other football league, their league has almost heading to the middle of the season. But well, the league management committee (IMC), the interim management committee have assured that yes, they are assured that the league ended as at the time where
Yeah.
even the league that are already in the middle season
Mm.
ended together by May 3rd. That is most reason why they have decided to go on instead of the full float league,
Yeah.
go on a bridge format to ensure that they meet up, they align the league with other football season, other football league across the world. Just like you say, the draw for the league that will kickstart on the January 8th is currently ongoing at this Sandra Hotel Jabi. And in one takeaway that we are taking up at the life is the cover is currently going online is that the league by next season the interim managers committee have increased the prize money for the league.
Yeah.
You recall that in the previous two seasons, both the winner of the previous two seasons are here to collect their prize money.
Exactly.
But the new interim management committee have sure that that we are going to begin to see different things in the Nigerian league. According to him, like Beleye, the prize money which was 50,000 naira, 50 million
Yeah.
prize money, which are 50 million for the
50
winner.
million, yeah.
But yet, even the winner of the two previous seasons have yet to collect their money.
And now they are raising up to
And
100 million.
now they have raised it to 100 million. 100 million, the winner of the league will take home 100 million by the end of the season. And another good thing that the IMC, I will hope that if we allow this IMC, then they are going to set a standard that way, if follow the Nigerian football league will begin to say different things. The IMC management leadership chairman has also assured that yes, they have secured a sponsorship of a private body who will handle the free emolument. He assured that for the past three seasons, the emolument of the referee Nigeria who are officiating in Nigeria has not been paid for the past three seasons. After you can imagine that for the
Yeah.
past 3 years,
Exactly.
the referee have not been paid their emolument. And that could tell you if for the past season somebody has been working and he has not been paying and he has been transport going to match them,
Exactly.
you now ask how had they been able to sustain themselves. That clearly demonstrates that show that yes, the referee in the Nigerian league are collecting bribe from the club owner. That means they have been officiating at the mercy of the club owner, at the mercy of the club. And that's why we cannot officially authenticate and guarantee that we have a smooth league in this country. Because if the league, the owner of the league board who organize the league, is not paying the referee, and the referee are still going to officiate the match, then how are they be able to cope? That means they are living at the mercy of the law. According to Elegbele, the referee are being owned to the tune of 500
Yeah,
million.
imagine that.
500 million have been owed. But here he said, henceforth, starting from this season, the referee asked before you step into the pitch, you get a lot of your money. Because a private sponsor body who will handle a private body who will handle the payment of the referee has been engaged. And that money, according to him, is not coming to IMC.
Oh.
That money will be kept in a separate account and it will be disposed to the referee as far as you step into the field to officiate the match. But you reported at the match venue and you are set to appear, you get a lot of your you get your lot. I think that is the best way to go.
Very ambitious plans, if you ask me. But one thing in Nigeria, our problem has always not really been about
Yeah.
coming up with plans and policies. Well, no one is disputing, the reputation of Benga Elegole when it comes to sports. His pedigree and all of that. So all these things, for me, they sound very good, and all of that. But I'm hoping to see that this thing is materialized. And if a sponsor is coming in now, we are still talking about prize money still being owed to winners of the past two seasons of the league. So are we saying that with this new injection of funds coming from wherever, sponsors yet to be named and all of that, sorry, these people who won the league in the past, what happens to them? Is it like their money is gone and we are starting on a clean slate? So what happens to the money being owed to former champions?
Yeah, and I think to me that question that's a very tricky one. Ordinarily, if you are coming in, we always say that this part of the government is a continuity.
Yeah.
If the previous league management have been set aside, have been sent back in, whoever came in, you have to, if you are inherit, you have to think both inherit both liabilities and the assets. But this just an interim management committee. They are not just there for permanent, but
Yeah.
what they have an assignment at hand, and what they have to handle. The main concern is how to start the league and whatever. But just like what is the question. But what one thing is that government should ensure, and the security agencies,
Yeah.
the law enforcement agencies should ensure that
Mm.
whoever is responsible for those who are responsible for why the league, the winner of the two seasons, has not been paid, and who, if there's the money, where did that money went to?
Yeah.
So, and if the referee has not been paid for 3 years, where did the money and the money went to? So the security agents and the anti-graft agency should get to work and ensure that those whoever is responsible for it to get and to freeze them out and to ensure that they pay those money. And the same, I agree with you. You can't pay a winner of this season they were and
Exactly.
the previous two seasons is the same league.
Yeah.
It's not a different. It's a league
Mm.
league, and you're paying. And you're not paying those who are playing. Okay, you're paying. You're not actually the free that if they get to the pitch, they get a lot. What of the outstanding that they have been owing them for
Exactly.
3 years?
Yeah.
So, but the one is that I believe that the government should get action, get to action, and get the security involved, the anti-graft agency, the corruption agency, to get involved. Whoever are responsible, why those outstanding, those money are being owed, should be fished and get to ensure that they pay those money and they permit those money out.
Yeah. All right. We hope that the right thing by the end of today, hopefully by tomorrow, these draws will be made and we'll be able to have a clearer picture of the pairings for the Average League as it starts Wednesday, and of course more details from the league as it resumes next season. Away from that now too, the Syria where Napoli have nominated Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen for two awards, which include Best Club Goal and Assist as the year 2022 draws to an end. Osimhen is one of the five nominees for the Best Napoli Goal of 2022 alongside Giovanni Simeone, Piotr Zelinski, Kipchaja Ravacheliya, and Ejif Elmas. The Nigerian is the most prolific forward over the past 12 months, netting 19 goals for Napoli this year across the Champions League and Serie A. But Osimhen's stunning goal against AS Roma in October has been chosen as the pick of the lot. With 10 minutes left at the Stadio Olimpico, Osimhen received a looping ball from the middle and outmuscled former United defender Chris Smalling before firing a ferocious effort from a tight angle pass Rui Patricio. It was the only goal of the contested tie, but fans will have to decide whether it is better than Vara's curler against Monza or Simone's header against AC Milan. So for Osimhen, I mean, had a fantastic 2022 season, and we can only hope that with these nominations for awards and all of that, will only spur him more to even do more as the 2023 season. As the season, sorry, not to see, but as the new year comes up, which will eventually see the end of last year, hoping that at least Napoli will even lay their hands on the Serie A title, and of course, his performances will also help the Nigerian team, the Super Eagles, especially to achieve those heights that we all expect them to reach.
Yeah, congratulations. Well, he has been nominated for the award. I would say that he
Yeah.
eventually won this award. It's a moral boosting and it's a
Mm.
motivation. It is good that the players of people and people acknowledge your impact on the club. Osimhen has been fantastic in last season for the Napoli. even for the country, understanding that that's why we don't qualify for the World Cup, but it's the few time he play for the country, if they didn't make his input and make an impact. Has been nominated for this award, and we wish him best, and also we wish that he stay fit as the league resume after the World Cup break.
Right to another story now where for Qatar, the hotel room where Lionel Messi stayed in during the tournament is said to be turned into a museum after Argentina's success in the tournament. Messi was key in Argentina's first World Cup since 1986 and was named player of the tournament after netting twice in the dramatic final against France. His achievements are now set to be immortalized, with Achraf Ben Ayat tweeting that the University of Qatar space he stayed in will be turned into a small museum. It should allow keen fans to see how Messi spent his time between games in a dramatic campaign at the 2022 World Cup. So, whichever way you look at it, I mean, what a way to remember Lionel Messi, at least even before he's hanging up his boots, for having a memorable World Cup and eventually winning it. I think the Qatari are taking it upon it themselves to, see how they can even immortalize him long even before he has retired.
Yeah, congratulations to Messi. It's a good one. I think the Qataris are also trying to take an opportunities of the
Very
Messi
well.
presence in the Qatar and then turning the hotel
To a museum.
museum.
You know that will also generate
Generate
funds.
fun.
Yeah,
People who come to there to visit that
exactly.
definitely have to pay for
Definitely, it's
something.
not free.
So it definitely is you can trust the Qataris. They are business oriented people. They know how to take every opportunity to get what they want to get. They invested so much on the World Cup. They have reaped the dividends of what they invested in the World Cup, and they still want to reap more.
Yeah.
And one of the way of reaping was to turn the word Messi, one of the players, one of the greatest player of all time. Spend his time while he was in Qatar, turning what happened. And it will be delighting for the visitors who are coming to the Qatar, even the Qatar, the young people in the Rock, would like you to come and see when Messi, in years to come, even the children that are here unborn will only come to hear about Messi and they wanted to feel where the greatest Argentine, the greatest footballer, the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner, a World Cup winner, several winners of the Japanese Champions League spend his time while playing for the World Cup in Qatar. Yeah. It is a very good idea, very good initiative for the by the Arab world, by the Arab countries called Qatar.
Of course, and we understand he's supposed to rejoin his teammates at PSG by next week.
January 3rd, why the likes of the Neymar, the likes of Mbappe and others.
No, they are back already.
Why they are back already and then get ready for a match, likely to feature into tonight's match. Messi has already beginning.
Which is
now one more week and then to the next week. Okay? He deserves everything and definitely is a key one. But one interesting, I read one episode about it. Sometimes I don't like the way the fans behave, or probably some sections from the media try to create a controversy when I assume there's no need for it. Some people are beginning to spread a rumor that there's going to be a crisis between misunderstanding between Messi and Mbappe. Both of the two players, what they did at the World Cup final was to represent their country.
That's all.
There's nothing personal about what happened at the World Cup final. About the World Cup final, Messi was there to defend his national flag, to defend his country. Mbappe was there to defend his country. And these two guys do incredibly well. Everybody fight to the last minute to ensure that they wanted to win the lottery for their country, destroy the lottery for their country. But at the end of the day, somebody must emerge, and then Messi emerge at the end of it. But that the Messi emerge at the end doesn't undermine the performance or undermine the achievement of Mbappe. Mbappe put on a fantastic performance. To me, he was the best player on that very day. But despite the Messi was named as the world player of the tournament, but that particular final to me, Mbappe was my player of that day. But he put a fantastic. But Mbappe has come out to say that there's no any rift between me and Messi. And he clearly said, what we did at the World Final, he's there to do his job, and I was also there to do my job. He defend his country, I also defend my country. But for when it comes to club, we have a common goal, and definitely when we come together, we appreciate he acknowledge the achievement the Messi has achieved. That is, Messi is an old man, and he's ready to learn more from Messi. According to him, Messi is here to also help me to achieve the feat he has, to achieve the level he has reached, and I can never buy the. I put it this way, buy the figure that fed him. What and he said he will not listen to what the media are trying to say. But all he wanted, he has a player and he wanted to learn more from Messi. The World Cup, they already have won one. He won the World Cup. But for other achievement, Messi is far ahead of him, and he's ready to learn more and to achieve the feat he has achieved.
All right, we'll go for a quick break, and when we come back, Sport Hobby continues. Stay tuned.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round. Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that break. It's still Sports Orbit. Now, for lovers of Spanish football, the La Liga resumes tomorrow. Recall that 2 days earlier, the EPL resumed with some interesting matches already going down. Then for La Liga tomorrow, some matches. Well, La Liga will be back on stream fully after the World Cup tomorrow, and some interesting matches will be going down tomorrow. If the producer, yes, here are the fixtures for tomorrow, where we have Girona who will be hosting Rayo Vallecano in that one, while Real Betis will be at home to Athletic Club. For Elche, they'll be traveling to the capital to face Atletico Madrid, while Getafe will be at home to Mallorca. For Celta Vigo, it will be a date in the evening with Sevilla, while Cadiz will be at home to Almeria. Champions Real Madrid will be up against Valladolid, while Barcelona, that will be a derby actual against Espanyol in that one. For Real Sociedad, they have a date with Osasuna, while Valencia, that will be a tough match also, will travel all the way to take on Villarreal in that one. So La Liga resuming tomorrow, but for Barcelona, sweating on Lewandowski's fitness, we understand he will be out of that encounter tomorrow, and he's likely going to miss two or one other matches. So for Barcelona, not good news at all. I'm not away they want to return to resume the league after the World Cup.
Yeah, I think that's it will be definitely a good minus consider that what Lewandowski has done this so far this season for the backup, and coming back from the World Cup after 7 week break and resuming the season without him, we definitely going to miss him. But I believe that the another side still have a perfect replacement. That let go, they definitely miss him, but I think that they will not play much. They will have a replacement to a perfect replacement for him.
Yeah, all right. Moving away from that now, like I said earlier, some EPL games went down yesterday. I'll take a look at those results, and of course, some matches will also go down today. Yesterday, two matches. We witnessed two matches yesterday. Okay, first of all, starting from the Boxing Day, actually, matches went down. Interesting matches. First of all, it was Brentford, a London derby, 2-2 against Tottenham, while Crystal Palace couldn't escape down as Fulham, another London derby, defeated them 3-0. For Everton, not resuming the way they would have wanted to, considering how good of a form they were in before the World Cup. 2-1 lost to Wolves, while for Leicester, once again, not doing too well against Newcastle. For Southampton, also falling 3-1 to Brighton, while Liverpool had to come back from behind to beat Aston Villa. Arsenal also continued from where they left off before the World Cup, 3-1 against West Ham, their London neighbours, while for Chelsea, it was 2-0 against Bournemouth United, 3-0 against Nottingham Forest in that one, while Leeds United will be up against City today. I mean, for Arsenal, looks like they seem to have continued from where they stopped before the World Cup. You know, West Ham took that lead in that one, but Arsenal put up a very good performance and eventually closed that one 3-1.
Yeah, I think let me say for the first time, Arsenal begin to show some characters of the title contenders.
Oh.
Looking at that match, going down through the penalty in the first half,
Yeah.
and people hoping that people have maybe some at the Arsenal fans or some other fans of the other club begin to feel that Arsenal will likely drop a point.
Yeah.
But fortunately for Arsenal, they came back in the second half. Within the 20 minutes of the first half, they canceled the whole goal, and then they canceled the goal in the 21 minutes, and then extended the lead to two more go ahead, and then they two more ahead. And the most significant thing about that Arsenal has no business to lose that match. If Arsenal have lose that match that day, it could have been a very disaster for Arsenal fans, for the club management, for the entire everyone. Because the professor, as in Wiggins, after 20 years on the saddle, 32 years on the saddle, then quitting the job on 2018. And since 2018, he has never come to the Emirates Stadium. But he made a return to the Emirates Stadium to watch that match.
Exactly.
As his president, if Arsenal have lost that match, it could have been a very disaster for Arsenal lovers. But Arsenal is like, although the players on the pitch were not even aware that Arsenal was the president at the pitch, but the players responded as if they know that, their mentor, the man they love so much, is around, and they don't need to support. They need to show him that yes, the club he left behind has picked up well, and they responded well, beating West Ham 3-1. Although West Ham was a fantastic team that they played fantastic well, but Arsenal was able to respond and begin to show. I begin to feel that Arsenal begin to show some level of character. Yes, that they are title contenders for this season.
Then for a team like Newcastle, I mean,
then another surprise.
Another surprise in looking at what Newcastle has been through, has achieved. Newcastle currently second on the table, 3-0 defeats all the way at the King Power Stadium. And even though yes, some injection of good money into Newcastle, but it's not like they went out of their way to buy big name players, outrageous players, just made some few additions here and there, and looks like Eddie Howe, the coach, seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, Newcastle, fantastic. I was surprised with the result on the match Boxing Day. In as much as we know that Newcastle has picked well this season, but I didn't expect them to go all the way
to Leicester, the King Power Stadium.
To Leicester and give Leicester 3-0. It's quite unfortunate. Why would some of us have begun to feel that Leicester didn't start well this season, but they begin to pick up. Well, feel that they begin to pick up. But for Newcastle to come to their backyard, to their own backyard, in the front of their fans, give them a 3-0 reply goal, it showed a mark of what the Newcastle have achieved this year and how they did. Now they are coming to second on the table. It depends on the result of the matches tonight between Leeds United and the City. But that has also definitely under a pressure that they must win to this match. And if they fail to win to this match, that will widen the gap between them and Arsenal. But we'll keep our finger crossed and let's see how it's going to be. But Newcastle fans are beginning to see that I was just coming from the better of the one of the Newcastle fans. They are not just looking after the second round. Their target is to win the league as well. That is too much of ambition. But just put that you'll be able to end within the top four. But good, fantastic work. Newcastle definitely, if they don't pick a Champions League competition, I see them likely picking one of the
very well. For Chelsea, I mean, returning to winning ways after a turbulent, season, especially leading to the World Cup, Chelsea were yet to have not recorded a win since October, but yesterday returned to winning ways 2-0 in that one. Goals from Kai Havertz. He has scored the first goal, and of course, closed down 2-0 against Bournemouth.
Yes, congratulations to Chelsea. Yes, the one that match yesterday. But to me, I seen that Bournemouth was the better team on the pitch yesterday. But Chelsea was supposed to score the goal and then win. But Bournemouth play better. But notwithstanding, congratulations to bounce back with winning after going almost going 5 matches winless. But it's a good one. Thank God. Some people are beginning to fight it out on the Lamport. Either he has the match, either he has one. But when he first came in, he started well. But his team begin to win. But let's see that after this victory against Portsmouth, team will begin to advance again and then have to win for Chelsea.
Yeah, all right. Quick look at the table where Tottenham, that draw could not help them extend their lead, so they are just 1 point above United, who are currently in 5th. Arsenal still number 1, 40 points. Newcastle at number 2. So Man City will be hoping to at least, although Man City have 2 games at hand, will be hoping to win this one to at least topple them back into second place. For Liverpool, now 6th behind United, but there's almost like a 4-point gap. Brighton 7, Chelsea in the 8th, Fulham 9th, and Brentford making up the top 10 sides for so far for the season. All right, that's that for the Premier League. And like we said earlier, Leeds United will be hosting Man City in that one tonight, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Tomorrow, hopefully, we'll give you a complete result of that one. Now, finally, before we go to some tennis, where highly motivated Rafael Nadal has welcomed Novak Djokovic, much anticipated return to the Australian Open as good for tennis. Recall that Djokovic wasn't able to take part in the Australian Open last year due to COVID restrictions. He refusal to actually take the vaccine. Actually push the authorities there to, revoke his visa. So as a result of that, he couldn't take part at the first Grand Slam of the year. But this time, all those restrictions have been removed, and Djokovic is already in Australia, already training. And for Nadal, he said, it's a good one for tennis and for Djokovic too, because this kind of players you want to see, especially for tournaments like the Grand Slam.
Yeah, it's a good one for tennis, I must like say, and tennis fans will be glad to see Djokovic finally. It clearly shows that. But one thing I begin to notice and I feel it's like the absence of Djokovic last year undermined the strength of the Australia Open.
Yeah,
but for the organizer, without any appeal, without any, quickly remove all the restrictions and allow Djokovic to come back to play now. To me, they owe apology to Djokovic for denying him to play that season. But I don't know what have made them to remove all the restrictions. He has not taken the vaccine yet. But now are you saying that he's no longer a threat? I'm not taking the vaccine, but because you feel that he's an important player that missing not play part of the way, or that may have reduce the competitiveness of the Open. Now we have removed all this to allow him participate. Well, just like that, I say, good for tennis and good for the fans of the tennis.
Yeah. All right, with that, we call it a day on today's episode of the program. Tomorrow we'll be back again with another exciting edition of this program. So do join us tomorrow once again on this, on Leadership TV right here. So Salifu, thank you once again for being in the studio. All right, until we come your way tomorrow again, do stay safe out there. My name is Afa Acho, and it's bye from here.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.